Hey guys, so I've been struggling to actually make a video for a long time, trying to talk about the different topics that have come into my consciousness over the past month since my spiritual awakening, and I just got hit with this massive download of this is how you solve climate change. It's actually fairly simple in a collective sense. Quantum physics shows us that we manifest our own reality. Everything is energy. Therefore, ending climate change is actually just a vibration. There's an old famous scientist, Nikola Tesla, who said, if you think of the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration. So if climate change is therefore an energy or a specific vibration, so for example, they're saying climate change will end the world. All we actually have to do is, as a collective, choose for that not to happen, because basically every topic is kind of like a pendulum. So I guess the best example is in America with the presidency. They have the Republicans, they have the Democrats. They're all the same actually, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. It's basically like a pendulum. So the collective's consciousness is all united because we are all one consciousness, nothing is separate. So there's the people that are thinking about Trump, and then the people thinking about the Democrats. So this kind of weighs as a pendulum, and the person that wins is actually the one that's both thought about, which kind of explains Trump. And so basically, as a collective, we actually just have to decide we want climate change to end, and we just need to write that into our future, because the future's not written out yet. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is now. There's a timeline in which the world ends because of climate change, again. But there's a timeline where it doesn't, and all we have to do is shift to that parallel reality. And we can do that as a collective if we all make sure to be thinking about this. We can't spend our time thinking negative. We can't spend our time being on Twitter being like, the world's ending in 50 years. No, that's bringing up more motivation for that reality. So if you kind of keep your mind out of the gutter and thinking not negative, but thinking positive, you're actually impacting the entire planet and kind of resolving the issues, because with that vibration changing, then things are going to happen more frequently. Because let's be real, governments who are banning plastics are still putting chemtrails in our skies and still putting chemicals in our water, so they're not actually doing anything. So I think it's really time that as a collective we make this decision and we open our consciousness levels to understanding that of energy and vibration and frequency, and understanding that we can actually choose, and it's not actually that hard. It's literally as simple as, say we all got together and did a mass meditation. I mean, I already do this in the Lightworker community on every Sunday, I think, and then the solstices, and I personally just do them every Sabbat, just because I know a lot of people do that. But if we just did one day where it was a world-changing meditation, where every single person participated and chose to meditate on what the world would look like without climate change, and not having climate change as an issue, that would then manifest into the collective consciousness. It would manifest us to not have to deal with these issues anymore that we've put on Earth. Climate change is changeable. It's called change for a reason. And we can choose to escape that kind of parallel reality, because back in history this has happened before, where we've kind of used our power to our egos, aka consumerism, materialism. We're ruining the planet ourselves because of the things that we like to do, and our needs or wants more so. This has happened in the past, and a lot of people now are realizing and waking up to that, because we're now in a time period where it could go either way. We could repeat the past, or we could rewrite the future, and it's time for humanity to rewrite the future. So I'll probably have more information on this. I'm probably going to write a paper on it, and then I'm also probably going to start to conduct different meditations. I'll make an Instagram page, a YouTube page of different meditations that people can do to help end climate change, enhance the collective consciousness. But my main message today is, please just be aware of your thoughts, because the more you're thinking about something, the more likely it's going to manifest into the reality. And also keep in mind that your thoughts are not your own thoughts. We are a collective. I am you, you are me. just everything that happens up here is expressed out there. Everything internal expresses external. So I hope that made sense. Let me know down in the comments below if you resonated with this. Also, if you're in the spiritual community and you want me to expand on any topic that you might have heard of from like the internet but you're not 100% sure of, please let me know in the comments, because I want to make a whole bunch of videos, but I wasn't sure to start, but I'm not sure where to start, but this is where I started. And also subscribe. I'm not even going to put a button in here, so I don't know where I'm pointing, but subscribe, because I do really want to put out more videos to share the word about all this knowledge that I'm receiving. So I hope you have a good day, peace, and manifest goodness for your life.